For some time now, we've been noticing that The Simpsons have been predicting a lot of world events, and this theme does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. The Simpsons had predicted so much in the past, and scarily enough, a lot of 2020 events as well. From the US presidential election to murder hornets and even COVID itself, the show seems to have some of that "That's So Raven" energy going on over there. Well, now we figured out yet another event that was predicted by The Simpsons, this being the tiered lockdown system in the UK. The UK's lockdown has restrictions based on specific locations, and it outlines what is and isn't permitted. Fans of The Simpsons pointed out recently that the events of the Simpsons movie from 2007 predicted the lockdown of Springfield, making the connection to the tiered lockdowns in the UK. Before I continue on with the video, please do consider leaving a like on this video because it really helps to support the channel. In the events of the Simpsons movie, Homer Simpson contaminates the town lake with excrements after the silo where said excrements are kept ends up leaking into the water, causing an environmental disaster. The Environmental Protection Agency is then called in to handle the situation, and this leads to quarantining of the affected area. The government then lowers a giant glass dome over the town, forbidding citizens of Springfield from leaving. They are then told that the quarantine is put in place in order to prevent the spread of pollution. Sounds pretty familiar, right? A quarantine put in place to stop the spread of something? That's lockdown in a nutshell. That's 2020 in a nutshell. Now, how do people figure this out? Well, funnily enough, this movie was broadcast on Film 4 in the UK on the same day that Tier 4 was being announced. Tier 4 being a stricter level of lockdown in the country. One Twitter user took The Simpsons discovery to call on the UK's Prime Minister, saying, quote, "Can't wait for Boris to stick the UK in that dome off the Simpsons movie on Saturday." But like I said, this isn't the only prediction that The Simpsons made about 2020 and the pandemic. The 1993 episode titled Marge in Chains seemingly predicted COVID, as the episode explored a virus called Osaka flu that came to Springfield after the citizens ordered juicers from Japan and some sick workers coughed on the packages, spreading the virus. Some fans even highlighted the similarities of COVID and Osaka flu, as they both originated in Asian countries, though one is from China and the other is from Japan. This episode aired 27 years ago, and somehow they predicted this year so well. Another prediction came from a 1999 episode that saw TV anchor Kent Brockman reporting the news from his home. Yet another eerie connection with 2020, as many news programs had a lot of staff working and making broadcasts from their homes. One person in particular pointed out that this Kent Brockman news segment paralleled that of Krishnan Guru Murthy this year. The Simpsons have a history of predicting other world events outside the realm of 2020 madness. The franchise has predicted things like Super Bowl halftime performances, like in the episode Lisa Goes Gaga, where they showed Lady Gaga suspended on cables flying around over the stadium. This actually came true at the 2017 Super Bowl, where the exact same thing happened, and eerily enough, she was wearing a very similar outfit to that from the Simpsons episode. In the 2000 episode Bart to the Future, the show predicted the Trump presidency, and in 1998, a brief scene showed the 20th Century Fox logo as a division of Disney, predicting Disney's acquisition of Fox in 2019. It's crazy to look back at these episodes and notice how many things the show got right about the future, and the fact that some events are so precisely predicted is almost enough to believe that the show's creators are secretly in cahoots with a psychic or something who's feeding them information about the future. One has to wonder, what else have they predicted that hasn't come true yet? One thing that people are afraid of now, though, is The Simpsons' prediction of 2021. In an episode that aired last November, the show essentially predicted that the apocalypse would happen on January 20th, 2021. In the episode, it all starts on Election Day, as Homer is having trouble deciding who to vote for. After going over the list of issues that the last president tackled, he cast his vote only to wake up realizing that it was all a dream. His vote was supposed to be the deciding vote, but since he didn't really cast his ballot like he dreamt, the show then flashes forward to 2021, showing Springfield shrouded in chaos and apocalyptic imagery. Some pretty scary stuff, especially as there is so much tension surrounding the US government right now as they get ready to usher in a new leader. Hopefully this is one prediction that doesn't actually come true. Now, I want you guys to let me know if you think there have been any other Simpsons predictions, and if you think that this 2021 prediction is going to come true. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, but in the meantime, let's do some comment shoutouts from our video, Teen Sentenced to 4 months in prison for breaking quarantine. Leah 2015 says, I mean, she did sign a contract that's pretty legally binding since she's 18, she knew better. Exactly, I mean, she got the bracelet, she signed the form, she knew she was supposed to stay in her room for 2 weeks. And then 2 days later, she's gone. Like, she knew exactly what she was doing. You can't excuse that. Noelle Blake says if she wanted to see her boyfriend, then why didn't she leave 2 weeks earlier? Like, where is the common sense at? Exactly. I mean, she went there for an event, so she knew that the event was happening. So she could have planned 2 weeks ahead, quarantined, then go to the, you know, event, and then have some free time after that. I don't know. Poor planning. Poor planning. Get a journal, get an agenda, you know, go back to school, get your agenda, write it in the thing, 2 weeks, and then you go. It's not that hard. Reina Arana says her quarantine couldn't have been that bad. She just had to watch Netflix on her phone or laptop and eat. Like, girl, seriously. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, we would all love to just be able to sit at home for a few weeks and just do nothing but watch Netflix or play video games. Like, it wasn't gonna be that hard. Order some food, play some games, watch some TV. 2 weeks, you're good. Rebecca Becca 123B says, from someone whose family member died of this, it's not a freaking joke. I know, right? Mind blowing. The government has nothing to do with it. Just wear a mask and stay home if possible. Yeah, we've been dealing with this for how many months now? It's been an entire year, basically, and people still haven't gotten the memo to be safe, do, you know, follow the rules and whatever. Also, to add on to the story, literally the day after I filmed it, I learned that her sentence was reduced. At first, she was supposed to serve 4 months, and it got reduced to 2 months. I don't know, I feel like, you know, she shouldn't have gotten her sentence reduced because she kind of broke the rules, and she could have gotten a lot of people sick, and that's not good. So I really hope she kind of learned her lesson, but I feel like she probably didn't, let's be real. Thanks so much for your comments and for sticking around until the end of the video. I've been your host, Bree Room, and until next time, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.